everybody, welcome back again to my channel. This is your baby girl Kasilila. Yes, so I'm back with a part 2 of the university video. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the fun parts, the excitement parts. I enjoyed myself on campus, my Miss K University part, relationship part. Yes, we're just going to chit chat today. So please do not go anywhere. Stay here on my channel and please do watch to the end. Okay. Yes, so I'm going to share with you my experiences. And please, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you are a return subscriber, thank you for always stopping by. I love you so much. Yes, this is from me. I'm just going to tell you how I enjoyed myself on campus with some few friends. Jarvis, shout out to Jarvis and then Louise. Those two were just like, I don't know, they are just amazing. Those two guys are just amazing. So yes, they are my lovely friends and I adore them very well because they actually made my stay on campus so nice, so fun. I used to go out with them a lot, so especially like Epilogo. So I think first year, yes, they were the one who took me to Epilogo. I didn't know anything about it. I wasn't really attending any of the whole week's programs because I wasn't in any hall, and then I hardly had friends in the halls. I wasn't visiting them at all, so I didn't have friends. They're just like my classmates, and then maybe church people, and then the few people I knew way back in SHS that I met them there. So I told you from the onset, I didn't have a lot of friends, so that was the whole point. And it was I used to go to their place. I think they were in this hall, but I didn't enjoy any other halls hall weeks. So but rapport was something that looks like the whole university attends. Like per hall week, there no other hall can beat them when it comes to the enjoyment part. Yes, so Epilogo, I went with them. I think I went for Epilogo first year, second year, third year. The only time I didn't go, I think they start from Thursday and to Saturday. The Saturday is the biggest one whereby artists come from other different places and then they come to perform. Yes, and then it's normally held in Georgia Hostel. I remember that very well. And I wasn't going for, I think I went for Epilogo first year, second year, third year, fourth year. Corona came to spoil things. Like I think 2 weeks to report whole week, and then boom, Corona here. Yeah, my. And then we couldn't enjoy ourselves because that time around, like I really planned for the fourth year. Like I really wanted to enjoy myself on campus before I left, but then it was too late. Hey, when you're on campus, don't stay there and be like, oh, when I get to fourth year and I'm about to complete, that's where I will have fun. No, have fun now. See, it doesn't mean don't take your book serious. Book first, but make sure you enjoy the school. Make sure you have fun, all the fun that you want to have. Enjoy, because life outside is really, really disturbing. It's really boring. So make sure you have fun on campus, okay? Yes, and then second year I went for Miss K University. Miss K University was a way I really wanted to learn how to speak in public. I used to do this when I was a kid, but when I was growing up, I felt so shy to stand in front of people and then talk. So I really wanted to go ahead and then use that platform to achieve whatever I wanted to achieve. But unfortunately, Miss K University wasn't like that, and we were supposed to do a series of events during that time, but then I don't know what happened with the organizers, and they couldn't actually help it. So I think we just went directly to finals, and considering the final pass to we were 20 something, and then later we came 20, and then 3 dropped, so we were 17 that went for the finals. And it was a moment of so much fun. You learn from different people. I learned so many things from the Miss Ken's training, with the cuts working, with the speeches, with the dancing, everything. It was really fun during that time. I remember my worst experience during that time was when it was about to the day we were about to do the finals. the one who was supposed to sing for me, because I wanted to play the piano during that time. The one who was supposed to sing for me told me she was shy of the public. Like, damn, D-Day. They're not telling me. I was really disturbed that day because I didn't know whom I should go and call to come and perform for me. My voice by then was really bad, I won't lie. So I wanted someone that I could do a deal with, so that it would be nice, blended in with the keyboard and all that. I didn't know anything about keyboard by then, but then I learned it. Okay, thanks to shout out to Bafo. Bafo was he's just superb. He's a keyboardist, and then he actually taught me how to play. Along the line, I started learning the song. So the song I think I used was Perfect. By then it was like a new song, a trending song, so I wanted to use that. I used Perfect, and when I got there, people were giving me ideas that because the one who's supposed to sing for me isn't around, I should change it and then do a different thing altogether, and it was really confusing. So I spoke to the one who was training us, Linus. Linus did a great job that day. Linus had to stand in for me. He had a good voice, just that day he had lost his voice. So imagine someone using the voice but trying to sing for you. It wasn't an easy thing, but then hey, that was happiest part was I got people talking about me. Even though the reason why I actually went for Miss K University was to get the exposure. I wanted people to know me because I wanted to bring out new products. I love fashion things and all that. So yes, that was the main focus. People to know me on campus so that I could sell my stuff. That was the main idea. If I had won, that would have been a bonus thing for me, but that wasn't my ultimate goal. I remember they gave us coupons to go for money from our friends, our loved ones. I chopped half of the money. Yes, because I realized if you're in a competition and you win. Okay, I wasn't close to any of the organizers, apart from I think one person that I was supposed to outside the whole thing. I wasn't close to any of the organizers. I was just like being myself and all that. So you see that kind of thing that you won't mean, but you know what you're looking for. During that time, I had people talk about me the whole night. Yes, the girl who played the piano and did so well. I had people talk about me, and it was the best moment ever. I didn't win. That was the best moment ever. So I had people support me. I think by then my Instagram accounts really grew, overnight. Yes, but I lost the account. Someone hacked it, and since then I've not been able to be active on Instagram and all that. Yes, it's not easy building something and then you just use a day to lose everything that you built for. So that was mainly the whole thing. Miss K University was a stepping stone for me, in as much as I learned so many things from it too. It actually helped in my fashion thing one way or the other. So yes, that's the Miss K University part. Now let's move to the dating aspect on campus. So when I was about to go to third year, that was where I met my ex. It's my ex now, but I met this guy. I'm not gonna mention the details of whatever happened, so I'm just going to brief you about it. That's it. And I met this guy. I wasn't in love with him. I liked his personality, but love wasn't there. I didn't really have the feelings towards him. I'm being honest here, and this is mistakes people actually do. If you know you don't like that person, if you know you have no feelings for him or her, let him go. I thought, well, he actually went to tell some two women I really respected around campus that he was so much interested in me and he wanted to date me. So this woman also talked to me, and then I really respect those women. And I thought, okay, let me give it a chance, because according to them, love grows. So maybe let me give it a chance. Maybe it can happen that way. So I gave us a chance. He's good. He's the calmest. He respects women. Honestly, he's the most humble I have ever met. I don't know, but that's my definition for him. But he's really timid. He's too timid. His ever problem was the fact that his friends were, the decision makers in our relationship, of which it didn't really help our relationship. I'm being as honest here. It actually didn't help our relationship at all. So I had, to the extent that I had, a fight, not a quarrel, a fight with one of his friends. And this is what happened. This guy, I was in the room. As usual, I was weaving. Okay, this guy, I had locked the main gate. We have two gates, the back door and then the main gate. This guy, and then I was just inside my room watching telly at the same time I was weaving. So the front door was locked. This guy kept on knocking. But the truth is, I don't have any business with you. I don't even talk to you. So I don't know what he was coming to do in the house. My boyfriend told me I shouldn't allow anybody inside. The person you're coming to look for is not there. Why should I open the door for you? This guy knocked severally. I didn't open the door for him because I had no business with him. Not knowing, the back door has a metal gate before the main door. So the main door wasn't locked. The metal gate was locked. I don't know how come the guy was able to pass through the metal gate, entered the room, entered the house, entered where I was, the room. He just barged into it, assuming if I was naked that day. He just barged into the room. I was sitting on the bed. I was in shorts and then I was weaving. This guy just barged into it and all he could do was, so you are here and I've been knocking and then you don't want to respond. Okay, so when he was going, the room that I was in, he pulled up the key, locked me inside and was taking the key away. So when I realized, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Would you bring back the key and come and open the door and stop this fooling or this attitude you're putting on? This guy got mad because I called him. I said because he's fooling. So he just got mad because I said he's a fool. Came in and then he was like, wait, you said I should stop fooling. Okay, today I'm going to show you that I'm a fool. That was a statement. He had already pulled his belt. I was still on my bed. I wasn't even paying attention because I was sleeping. Pulled up a belt and hit me with the belt. So I had bruises on my thighs. I was able to hold the belt and then it turned into a fight. Honestly, that day, if I had a knife or anything, any sharp object by my side, maybe I would be in jail by now, because I would have killed that guy. But one, I didn't call for this, so he started just hitting me up. I didn't know, and then like how everything happened, I think that day if I had a knife on me by then, I don't know what would have happened. I hate men. I so hate men. So I'm talking. I so hate men who are women beaters. If you are a type of guy, maybe we are in a heated argument and you raise your hand, hey God, the relationship ends there. If it is marriage, it ends there. I always say this: I would never stay in any abusive marriage or any abusive relationship. If you can't pamper me like a princess I am, I'm sure someone outside will. But I was so pissed that day because I've never seen my mom and my dad quarrel, fight before, insult each other before. So I don't know why I should do that. Okay, so I told the guy that if I don't make the police arrest him, he should change my name. And yes, that was for a fact. So he locked me up again after the quarrel, went out, went to tell the guys, like, my boyfriend used to have a lot of friends. He's that kind of a person. Went to tell them that he has come to beat me. So they were all pissed at him, they insulted him, and they all rushed to the house to see my condition. So when they came, they saw the bruises on my thighs, and then one started begging. Actually, he had locked me inside again, so I couldn't go out. I wanted credit. I had bundle, but I didn't have call credit. I just couldn't reach anybody. I called my boyfriend, he wasn't picking up. I called one very close friend of mine who is old. He wasn't also picking up. So I called Farid. Should I say Farid? Farid sent me credit, but he didn't know the reason. He didn't know what was going on. I was able to reach other people, and then they came to open the door for me. So when they arrived to the place, they saw me really mad. I had even cried. I wasn't crying because of whatever that happened, right? Because we both fought. The whole point was, why are all these things happening to me? I have suffered abusive insults from this same guy, and anytime I complain to my boyfriend, he'd be like, don't mind him. So it had been something like a routine. That is why initially I didn't want to mind him when he was working, and now the same guy has come to hit me. So the next day I told my boyfriend, you know what, we're going to the police station, we're going to report this case. We went to KNUST police station. Even the police people were even mad at my boyfriend that which guy stands there for another man to hit the girlfriend, like. And I think from that onset, the relationship itself, initially, I didn't like the person, okay, I am trying to love him, and now the whole thing is turning into a different thing altogether again with your friend, and now your friend is hitting me. What if that day he had killed me for free? So I think from that onset, the whole thing called relationship, that relationship left me, I don't know, hanging. I really wanted to quit so badly. So after the police report, they were looking for him. They said he had run away, not knowing he's one of their friends. Oh, because he heard that I had reported him to the police, and then they after him. So I think from that, I didn't really keep long on campus. We vacated, so I went home, and then I went home. So people were actually giving me feedback when I was at home. They'll be like, hey, today he came around though. We'll call the police, they'll get there and he's not there anymore. So it was like, and anytime the police, come around, you have to give them tips and all that. So it was like on and off thing, and it was really getting me pissed. I wasn't also on campus by then, and my boyfriend he's a friend to my boyfriend. Even if he sees him, hardly would he report him. I don't know, that kind of loyal friend. And later he came to apologize to my boyfriend that he should apologize to me on his behalf, that he has wronged me and everything. So my boyfriend called me, tell me about it. I'm like, look, I've heard. But as I said, I will let the police arrest him anytime I'm around and I see him around. So when I came back to campus, the two women called me, and then they apologized. They asked me to go and withdraw the case from the police, and I'm like, to this I didn't even go and withdraw. Anytime I know, and the policeman told me, even if it's really longer and I want to revive this case, I can, as much as, and I still have the evidence, I still have the pictures, and I still remember the dates that this shit happened. So I'm someone, I keep records of everything I do. If I don't keep record about anything you tell me or something like that, then it means it's not really important to me. So yes, that's the truth about me. So this guy actually, they talked to me, and then I decided to let it go. He couldn't look at me anytime he sees me passing. He just looked like this, just pass, and then just go the way. So that was it. And then gradually I was getting fed up with the whole relationship, because one, I was coming between friends, and I don't like the fact that because of me, maybe my boyfriend's friends wouldn't be able to come and visit him. I had some of his friends that I was really cool with, I was really close to. They really liked me, they really loved me. Yes, I had some even sees me around and they still holler me, of which we are cool. But other people, I just didn't know. Honestly, I just didn't know about them. So that was what happened. And then along the line, things were just, he had trust issues with me. He even sets a light on me that whenever I'm going, it was like, if I go out with a friend, someone might see me, or someone sees me, and then the person calls him to tell him that, oh, I saw your girlfriend here. He was that kind of a popular guy. So a lot of people knew him around where we used to live. So even if I visit some friends, they'll call him, they'll tell him, I saw your girlfriend here, I saw your girlfriend that. And I was getting pissed off, because like, why are you monitoring my steps? So I don't have the chance to walk again or feel free again. at campus. And yeah, I was staying with him. So the reason why I went to live with him was because that semester I took money from my dad to go and then rent a hostel, to pay for a hostel, and then I decided to go into a homestel instead. I went there, and the guy who was supposed to evacuate from that room, time, I think it was like a month left for him to leave that room. So I had nowhere else to go. I can't go and then stay with friends and be like a dependent on. I don't feel comfortable about that. And then I thought it was okay. He suggested I should come live with him because he's the only person in that house, and that there are rooms there. So I wasn't staying with him in the same room, different rooms but the same house. And that's how he wanted, like I wanted it. So we were there, and then he also suggested that, okay, why don't I take the money and then add it up to my business or do business with it, so that I can stay here, because it's the same thing, staying around and all that. And I felt like, okay, he's my boyfriend, so why not? And so my advice, please do not stay with a guy who is not yet married to you. That thing is really risky, and it's not safe. For there was no day I was so much okay, because I felt like if something happens to him, I'm the only person with him in the house. So if something is supposed to happen, I would be blamed. There will be a police report. Number one, my parents were not so aware. My dad wasn't aware of this, but then I was staying with a guy, and it was really something. If I had the chance, I wouldn't have done it, but then I did it. I had my experience. I learned from whatever that happened during that time. And then yes, finally I stayed there till I completed university. So I literally lived with him for 2 good years. Yes, and he took care of me. I won't lie, he was good to me. Just that there was just, everybody has their flaws, but his friends were my major problem, and I just couldn't stand them. So the best way is to leave and then go and then cope with my life. I can't be like that. I can't come between friends. It was the best decision I had to make. So that was what happened during campus, my relationship thing. And then it just ended after university. I had to let him go. We actually broke up whilst I was still staying with him. As I said, he's a good person, so I was still staying with him while we had already broken up. So it wasn't like a big deal when I left the whole place. And yes, that was it. So that was my life, the fun part, the happy moments part, the sad part of it. People actually thought I was going to get married to him. People actually was expecting us to get married right after school, but it didn't work out. Yes, so I don't want to mention his name, but that his friend is called Ofori. I've forgotten his full name. I would have added his full name too. He's a moron. He's an imbecile. Like, he's not correct. Yes, he's not correct. Any man that beats a woman is a moron. He's an imbecile. He heard me right. So yes, that's basically what happened on campus. So this is my life. Like, I have fun. I used to go for clubbing. I used to chill. I used to go and then hang out at my favorite pizza joint, American Pizza. Period. The whole KNUS. In fact, the whole Kumasi. That's the only pizza I eat with so much, fame, because it tastes nice. Splendor Pizza. Yeah. So yes, that was what happened during my university days, and the regrets I have and everything. So yes, please, if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay, see you in my next video. Bye.